With the popularity of the internet, much emphasis has been placed on developing personal and corporate brand identities. Lawrence Technological University was the site of Brand Camp 2.0, which helped attendees focus in on their branding. Hundreds gathered at Lawrence Tech University for an all-day workshop on branding.
Brand Camp University is a conference dedicated to help people and companies build their brand. And when we talk about individuals, we talk about their personal brand. How do you present yourself to the world, whether the world is your potential employer, your current employer, potential clients, or potential business partners? How do you present yourself in real life and online to be the best representation of what you do?
Brand Camp University is the brainchild of its founder, brand specialist Hajj Flemings. The workshop put a premium on discussing entrepreneurial and intrapreneurial concepts of branding and featured an array of speakers and brand specialists from all over the country.
I think they can expect to hear information from people who have deep domain knowledge. They can expect to hear from people who are actually demonstrating what they're talking about. I think you're going to see that people are going to be able to walk away with some tangible, steps in terms of stuff they can go out and do today, which is, I think, important. If you get information, it's great information, but it's college level information, and you're in high school or you're in junior high, then there's going to be a learning curve before you can actually add value to that. So I think, understanding where people are and being able to help them at that point in time so that they can be effective.
My role in the program today is as a presenter, as a speaker. I kind of laughed when I was approached about speaking because they wanted me to essentially talk about myself, and I said, wow, a day at the office where I just get to talk about myself being myself. But behind that was talking about how I used personal branding to help grow my career. When I didn't have anything else to promote, I didn't have clients, I didn't have anything, not necessarily promoting myself, but offered a lot to an online community that then helped start a career in my own business.
Brand Camp not only stressed developing strong personal brands and making good use of the internet, but it also challenged attendees to change the way they think about their current job and career ambitions.
Everyone really is in control of their own brand. If their brand is not what they want it to be, it's no one's fault. It's not Facebook's fault, it's not Twitter's fault, it's their fault. And you need to be aware of that everything you say, post, tweet, blog, put out there in any capacity is either promotes or diminishes the effectiveness of your brand. And so that the best advice I can give, know what you're saying, say interesting and relevant things, talk when you have something to say, and shut up when you don't.
The concept for Brand Camp developed from a book that Hajj Flemings published entitled The Brand New You, which introduced the concept of personal branding. As one would expect, there are plans for a future book and more branding camps.
What the book addresses really is really helping you to understand that you are a brand. So it's going to go back to the 1.0 version. Prior to getting to all these social networks, why they're a need, why they're value in me understanding and making sure that I have developed a strong personal brand. Because again, you can have all the opportunity, you can have notoriety, and and if you don't have character, you don't know how to apply some basic steps, and you can forego everything. So just really showing people how to properly steward what they have, and then just helping them to grow it over time.
There was also a feedback component in which attendees could Twitter and Facebook their thoughts about the conference for all on the internet to see.
What's really interesting about a conference like Brand Camp is that a lot of the audience is learning social media or are adept and include social media in their everyday conversational life. So unlike a normal conference where you might see people writing notes, here you see people tweeting and updating their Facebook statuses on their mobile phones or their laptops or their iPads. So you get right away, as soon as you're done speaking, you can look at Twitter for the hashtag BrandCampU and see what people just said about your piece. So we've had a lot of great feedback today from a lot of different people across the community. A lot of what comes through the channel is sort of pithy quotes, sound bites basically, from what the speaker said.
To learn more about branding or the Brand Camp 2.0 series, visit brandcampu.com.